So what have we done since the last time we took a video?
A lot. Um,
It's done.
yeah, basically. This is the last piece to go on.
Yeah.
I got LED, turn signal, mirrors. I got resistors, but turns out we don't need them.
Yeah, it just randomly started working.
Yeah. New battery.
We
Stage 4 jets. Yeah.
fabbed up a choke solution.
Yep.
Not the most elegant thing, but I mean, neither is the entire bike, so.
This was definitely dropped. Everything's tweaked. I got new grips. I reupholstered the seat.
Tank protector.
Yep, tank protector. I don't know if I showed this yet, but new rear turn signals and brake
Yep.
light and everything.
The entire assembly.
Yep. Everything got in from eBay.
We synced the carbs with an eBay sync tool, and it worked fine. And now it starts, and yeah, all the fairings are on. It's done.
Then we took the stock jets out of this, put them in that.
Yeah, and then there's
I have a full Yoshimura header and pipe for that bike. So both my bikes will have Yoshimura header and pipe.
and then mine's got the Vance and Hines.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all basically done now.
The only thing that I plan to do next is trim up that trim piece. It's already broken, so I'm going to just hack it up so I can fit the choke and the fan override switch. I did a video on that already.
Yeah, put another one on this because it started overheating and spewing coolant everywhere. The only reason it wasn't overheating is because it's 35 degrees out and we went on the highway.
Yeah,
So
because the radiator is damaged and it's not making the best contact.
and the temperature switch is probably not working.
It works to some degree.
It's not reliable though at turning the fan on.
Yeah. Anyways, when I ride, I know when to turn it on, so like, that's no issue for me.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. It's
Yeah, Leo put in some riding videos of the first test ride. I already did it, but we'll put it after this.
yeah. It's New Year's Eve. Everyone's shooting off fireworks. We got this done before the year ended.
I think
so
our last clip, that's before. I don't know if we're gonna make this into one video.
no,
or two,
no, it's gonna be multiple parts.
but previous was like weeks ago, and then we had to go into quarantine.
Yeah, because I got COVID.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
that's
put
it.
Everything on hold. So now we're to the point that I can start riding this, get it insured, register it.
We can go out on our 1000s now.
Yeah.
And this marks the end of the 1000 project and the beginning of the next 600 project, which you guys don't even know about yet.
Yeah.
we got another one of those.
We picked up a 87 in the middle of a snowstorm.
I have some pictures from that.
We can post them in after this clip, but towards the end. But
Yeah, and that's actually where the pipe came from.
yep. The main reason we got it is because I wanted the Yoshimura pipe off of it.
Yeah, it was $200, so it was like $100 for the header and exhaust, and then I'm paying the other $100 for the entire bike. Because we have a habit of putting parts bikes back on the road, as is proven with this. This was literally in pieces when we got it. I'll also throw that picture on it. When we picked it up, it was completely disassembled and didn't run anything like
We would have gotten
that.
more footage, but it's cold up here in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And also, it's been a lot of trial and error because this is the first time we've actually split carbs.
Yeah,
Well,
so
we didn't split them, someone else did, but then we had to put them back together, get it to work,
yeah.
fix the fuel system.
So syncing them, the last few videos, you know, they're probably going to be just bits and pieces of what we've been doing, because it really jumps all over the place, because it took a lot of work to get these carburetors to work, because these are actually have California emissions, so getting it to work without that was a major pain.
Well, the biggest thing that we had is that we didn't realize there was more ports on it.
Yeah.
And so it was running with basically giant vacuum leaks.
Yeah.
What I did is I got some vacuum caps and plugged everything.
Yeah.
Like, including the, I guess, EGR system. I know there's absolutely nothing online about it. There is zero. No one knows, and everyone just buys 49 state carbs.
Yeah, no, everyone's solution to the carbs is just to buy different carbs.
Yeah, but
we can't afford that, so...
Well, this entire build, from the cost of the bike, so I paid $300 to Edison, and all the parts I bought, I'll put them in the description, but the grand total was $630. $600 to $630 because I don't know how much I spent on like coolant, oil,
yeah,
stuff like that.
And that includes the purchase price of the bike. So this is the $650 CBR1000 right here.
Yeah.
This is what your money can get you if you know how to work on these bikes. Like, the thing is, just don't be scared of this. Like, we really just started doing these kind of projects, like, at the beginning of the year when I bought mine, basically.
So, when I first saw it, I'm going to be completely honest, I was kind of pretty scared because I'm like, oh, the carbs are apart. Radiator's not even on. Everything was off. The clutch cover was off. I had to drop the oil pan to get a part that fell in there while we were transporting them back.
And then I was able to get it to run on starting fluid, and you're like, oh yeah, this thing's gonna run.
Yeah, and
here we are.
Basically, every mystery about this bike, we knew almost nothing about.
And actually, it's really mysteries to other people too, so this entire series is going to have lots of useful information for people that don't know a lot about these, and specifically don't know a lot about the California bikes.
Yeah, I mean, basically everything that had vacuum lines, I mean, all the vacuum lines were petrified and cracked and broken, so like, we couldn't tell because we didn't take it apart. Going into this with very little information.
The only information we have is that I had a running version of it, but I didn't want to take it apart, so we just kind of got a shop manual and had at it.
Yeah, and asked a few questions here and there, but everything here, this entire bike, rebuilt.
And the majority of this motorcycle, the majority of this was the parts that were included with it, aside from like the tail fairing assembly.
Well, I still have that. It's just
no, I mean like the brake lights and all that.
Yeah.
So like this, I posted the picture earlier. I guess I'm gonna do that. But like this was all there. It was all there. It just needed to be put back together, and new clutch, lots of little bits and pieces, and it's good to go.
Yeah. The color, I know it's bare right now. I need to clean it up, wipe off the dirt off the fairings from the shed and such.
And from it being dropped.
Yeah. It was definitely dropped.
Multiple times.
Maybe. But, so what? It's a $600 bike.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I didn't actually pay that much in cash because I sold my laptop to Edison. So, in reality, all I paid for were just parts themselves. And big expenses were mainly
The jets,
The
really.
jets,
And
the pipe, because you would have sold it to me for 200.
Yeah.
I bought the pipe, the Yoshimura pipe. So
The jets and the tail light assembly, really.
tail light, I mean, that was the most expensive part. Battery, it had none, no battery, nothing.
Yeah.
Really, then turn signal. So those turn signals are like $30 for the mirrors. They fit basically any bike. Grips, I wanted the same grips I have on my 600 because I really like them. They're just eBay ones, but they're comfortable to ride with. Also, the clutch, that was like $40.
Yeah, that wasn't even the most expensive part, and once you put that on, we got it moving on its own.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably have a shot of it in a prior video. Like, we haven't even edited any of the footage.
Yeah, I've come to realize that I haven't edited any of this yet, so I don't know when I'll be posting this part, because this is going to be a multi-part series, so...
Yeah. But, we had this instance of when we put the clutch in, it wasn't disengaging.
Yeah, so I was just, like, pump it a whole bunch of times, and then that fixed it. It was just stuck because it was sitting.
Well, I pre-soaked it. It was kind of sticky. Same thing when I started riding today. It, like, at first it's like, oh, this is a little sticky.
Good condition clutch then.
So yeah, it grips perfectly fine. I can do my normal stuff. It's just that maybe because it's so cold up here and you're not supposed to be riding in 35-degree weather.
Yeah, it's like 30 degrees as of now, December 31st. So,
yeah.
and we both refuse to winterize our bikes.
Yeah. I mean, I winterized the 600 just so I could take the tank off to recoat it.
And then unwinterized it.
Yep. And then put in new jets. Right now it has no header or pipe on because I'm waiting for the header to come.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
That'll be for another video though.
Yep. But really, this is like the dream purchase, to be able to just buy something for such dirt cheap money and just literally put money into the parts.
And then have it back together in a couple of months.
No, not even a couple months. We got it done in less than a month.
Month and a half. It was still warm when we picked it up.
It was what? November?
It was not November. It was October.
No, it was November. I know this because Election Day is when the CRV got damaged.
Oh, maybe it was November. Yeah, so basically a month. Month and a half.
I would even say...
Whatever, that's just arguing semantics.
I'd honestly just say a month because we had 2 weeks of where we couldn't do anything.
That's true.
And then we had weeks of just waiting for parts to come.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in reality, I mean, give it a few
weeks and it was done.
Yeah, a few weeks. I mean, just hours of labor of just putting it back together, learning all the mysteries, redoing stuff, all that sort of things. I mean,
yeah. I guess let's give it one more good blip and then I'll end it there.